Grand Rising!
Grand Rising! We're going to share our ritual with you today. So we've just got our morning cacao. Daisy's going to talk to you about that in a minute.
Be mindful, it's hotter than the sun.
So yeah, join us. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, some meditation, some ritual, maybe a card pull.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
So lovely to see everyone.
Hi guys.
Well, okay, so what is the time? What's the time check?
Time check. Let's have a look. We're dead on 8, so we can begin, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So I hope everybody is sat comfortably, maybe got a cup of tea, hopefully cacao, but something that's going to indulge all your senses so you feel grounded and nourished. So in our cacao today, because we are focusing our practice, which actually we converse later on, and we'll tell you more about that. But so our practice is to be focused on the solar energies as well, and the full moon, because our full moon is coming. And yeah, so solar plexus and...
Yeah, we're going to work into the solar plexus today, guys. We're stepping into our confidence. The solar plexus is all about self-esteem, confidence, drive. You know, if you've got anything going on in your life at the moment, whether it's a new project, you're going traveling,
or a new person
in your life, a new relationship in your life, it's all about stepping into your power, stepping into your confidence and seeing things through. So if you've got anything that you're starting, try to stick with it. You know, words are really strong, guys. So, you know, stick with your word. Trust yourself first. Because if you can trust yourself, everyone else will trust you. That's the manifestation.
Mindful action, is it? Mindful doing.
Mindful doing, that's right, exactly. So that's the kind of thought around today's session.
Yeah.
And I will sort of create a bit of movement that really balances out the solar plexus. So if you've got a little mat or something that you can get on to do, or just
have a move around,
make some space, because we're going to do some
movements.
Get the bodies moving. Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of doing, but it hasn't been from such a mindful place. I kind of slipped into that doing, but it's from a place of fear and survival. Like, oh, get my diary in order. Oh, I haven't booked enough events in. Oh, and all of a sudden I'd hit the wall. In come the overwhelm, and Tuesday had a load of messages, me walking around the forest in tears going, I just can't do it. All these things I've planned and I can't do it. My phone's ringing, I'm avoiding, and So I wasn't mindful doing. Also, I've just dropped into my inner autumn. So I went home, and for those who don't know or are new to this kind of
spiritual practice, if you're going through a spiritual awakening, or you're new to this type of conversation.
We have an inner spring, an inner summer, an inner autumn, and an inner winter in our cycle. So it's not just for women though. Our partners, guys, you go through this energetic cycle as well. So, for example, the inner spring looks like we're just meant to be kind of poking our heads out, making a few plans, putting the first steps of action into place, but don't run before you can walk. Inner summer is just like, get out there, do it, take over the world, put all those plans to action, thrive, and just peacock your way through.
I love that word, peacock.
Yeah. Then comes the inner autumn, where the inner critic comes to play. And that's, you know, like the whispers on your shoulder is like, you're looking fat, or your business isn't successful.
Shaming, basically.
Yeah, self-shaming.
It's that kind of ego, that's shadowy, isn't it?
It's really shadowy. None of it's true, but it's all valid. So this is a time where it's okay, you've got to hold yourself. You're doing just fine. Rest, you're overwhelmed, you're doing a little bit too much. It's like the sun setting. We're meant to be just slowing down a little bit, kind of coming into a bit of stillness, a bit more embodiment, because next week inner winter shows up. That's where we bleed, and that's resting. But that's also the time of magic. For a woman, we descend into our womb, and that's where the magic happens.
Which is where I'm at. I'm in my winter. Yeah. So
You have all the visions.
I've got all the visions. So I think, you know, like as Daisy was saying, you know, we're just gonna give you a little window into creating some ritual. You know, if you're not used to creating ritual for yourself, here's how you can do it. You don't have to replicate what we do, but you can take what resonates for
Yeah.
you.
For me, it's about the senses. So I'm very sensual, and I think you are too, isn't it? So all the smells.
All the smells. So if you've got incense, maybe you'd like to create some cleansings, a nice beautiful aroma in your space. That could be a bit of sage, that could be you know, a beautiful scent that you like. And obviously everybody has different scents. Oils, essential oil. Yeah, you can just place a little bit of essential oil on yourself. And
candles.
The magic of that is powerful, isn't it?
Just being cozy, creating a safe place for you to be able to fully drop in, be in your body, and be still and feel nourished and indulged. And
Yeah, perfect.
So cacao. Morning cacao.
Morning cacao.
Mama cacao. This is a medicine of the heart. I actually posted a video yesterday. If you want to know a little bit more about cacao, head on over to Wild Wisdom, and there's a video there. So I won't go into it now. But in our cacao, she's the medicine of the heart, bringing us into our into our bodies, because she's a true embodiment medicine. And today I've used cordyceps, because that's the mushroom for action. Cordyceps helps our body to release what no longer serves. So any acids, toxins, metals in the body. It gives oxygen to our muscles. It's an endurance mushroom. So we're using cordyceps because also it's the colour of the sun, solar plexus. And lion's mane, because lion's mane is going to allow us to move into that doing in a more mindful, parasympathetic nervous system state. Because when we're in our doing from a more frantic place, as I was the last couple of days, our nervous system is feeling triggered. That looks like the sympathetic state. So you're actually in a more fight and flight mode, where you're riding off the adrenaline from your adrenal glands, and you're just, it's that little bit headless chicken kind of like doing frantic, all directions. So we want to be moving into action, into doing, but from a mindful, embodied place. So cacao, cordyceps, and lion's mane.
Beautiful. What a brew. So if you're ever like, hi guys who've just joined, if you're ever like not knowing how to make a beautiful elixir cacao brew, this is your lady. She knows everything. So if you're new to cacao and mushrooms, go check out Daisy's page, because it's amazing and it has all the things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Tuesday just said about the power of words, and it's so true. Our words wield so much power. They carry so much weight. And I'm, these days, consciously very mindful of the words I use. And there's also space for silence as well. We don't need to fill every last gap, but I think we kind of do it from fear of expectation and judgment. And words can create, but they can also deconstruct as well. So yeah, the power of words is a big thing. And so I speak about the power of prayer a lot. Gratitude and prayer. If we're feeling overwhelmed, if we're feeling in a place where, that kind of vulnerability, where we just fear of expectation, not doing enough, why is this happening to me rather than for me? Drop into gratitude, into prayer, into what are you grateful for? If you need structure, list 5 things that you are grateful for today, and make yourself part of that list as well. So I'm going to open in prayer before we start our rituals.
Beautiful.
And Tuesday moves us through some beautiful breath, and
yeah, we'll do a bit of breath. We're going to do fire breath as we're working into the solar plexus. So if you're new to yoga and you've not done any kind of pranayama, just be really mindful. Always just take a moment if it becomes too much. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of breath work, and then we'll go into a little bit of practice, and then Daisy will end with some prayer and just sign us off.
So just take a moment, be in your body, sit with your tea, your morning brew, whatever it is that's for you. Shut down your eyes and just be in that stillness for a moment and place of love and gratitude. And I'm going to open in prayer. Okay. Spirit of cacao, the keeper of sacred heart wisdom, the medicine of our ancestors and of our people. We invite you to open our hearts, nourish our bodies, and guide us back to our truth. May you bring peace and joy to all those in need of your healing. Let the roots of our being travel deep and the light of our being guide others home to their hearts. As we sit together, grounded and present in this moment, we are grateful for our path and for this moment together. May we release all that no longer serves us, remembering that we are whole, we are loved, and together may we heal as one. Aho.
Aho. Thank you so much. Hi guys, to whoever's joined, hello, welcome.
Grand rising. Grand rising.
So yeah, if you, whatever you're drinking, whether that's a tea or a cacao, you can bless it. It's whatever invites you today. But we're gonna step into a little bit of practice. So I'll begin with a little bit of breath work. Just be mindful of this breath work because it's a very powerful breath work. And it creates a lot of energy in the body. So, you know, if you need to come out of it at any point, then just come into your seated position, palms facing up in chin mudra, index finger and thumb together, and just allow yourself to just be still and let the energy flow through you. With the fire breath, we're directing it all down into the diaphragm and we're pushing the breath out from the belly. So we're creating that inhale and exhale from the belly. So we're trying not to breathe into the chest. It's very common to take the breath to this area because we don't consciously breathe a lot of the time. And we also hold our breath a lot of the time. We don't realize that we're not actually taking that vital to get into the body and ground. So this breath really drives into this space here in the solar plexus and also into the belly. So sometimes I find with fire breath, it really depends how you want to take it because some people like to drive it up and bring it down. Some people like to put the hands on the knees and just take the breath like this. It gives you a bit more sturdiness. You've got a bit of balance. And maybe we'll take the hands to the knees today and then we can just take ourselves a little bit into a leaning form. Drop the tailbone down. I'll just give you a little example and then we can go into the breath work. So we take the breath through the nose and then take it as far as you can and then we push it out. Okay, we're taking the exhale through the nose, so it's not through the mouth. Okay, so we take the breath in as much as you can take in, and then we start pushing from the belly as much as you can do. And then when you run out of breath, just give yourself a moment. That's it. So like Daisy's doing. So let's begin. Get yourself ready. And remember, try and drive that breath all the way down to the diaphragm. And release. Take another breath. One more. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale, drive it from the belly. Another one. Exhale. Take the last one. Take it as deep as you can. Exhale. Beautiful. palms facing up. Allowing yourself to be still. You can have your palms fully out if you like. Drop the shoulders down, drop the tailbone down, relax into the body. Just take a moment to feel the vibration. Maybe you'd like to shift some energy with a sigh. You can take another conscious breath. Boo Boo.
Boo Boo dog is doing his deep inner sighs.
Take a few of these, just release it through the throat. One more. Let's take our hand to the solar plexus and just give yourself a gentle massage. Take this moment to just envision the colour yellow. Just enter that colour into that space, and it's just above the navel. That's where your solar plexus is. And just say some words of affirmation. I am confident.
I am confident.
I am determined.
I am determined.
I am capable.
I am capable.
I am the best version of myself.
I am the best version of myself.
And just sit with that for a moment. And just keep envisioning that beautiful colour yellow. Maybe you'd like to move that energy and just take it up to the heart chakra. Just place the hands onto the heart and know that this confidence is coming from that heart space. That it's coming from love, the love that you have for yourself. Reminding yourself that that's where all our energy comes from love. And move that energy back down into the solar plexus. So taking the heart and moving it down to the solar plexus, inviting love. Knowing that you are mindful when you're stepping into this new space and you feel safe and you trust yourself. And then release the hands, place them onto the knees, palms facing up. And then when you're ready, just ever so slowly start to open the eyes. Take a moment just here, keeping the gaze soft, keeping the face relaxed, the jaw relaxed. Are you tensing anywhere in your body? Just loosen up. We often tense the backs of our thighs, so just take your attention to that space, drop into the spine. Bring in some movement maybe, just a little bit of gentle movement. Beautiful. Maybe give yourself a hug. Smile to yourself. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of movement. Come onto your mat or floor.
Have a quick sip.
Yeah, have a quick sip of a drink. Stay hydrated.
Take off your fluffy socks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, don't want any accidents. I am insured.
My fluffy socks are the least of my worries
So,
in this moment.
I think we're going to begin sort of on the floor. So come into a tabletop position. I'm going to take my shawl off so we can get the bodies free, get the bodies open. Coming into that tabletop, flat back, just curling the spine, bringing the chin to the chest, taking an inhale. Slowly exhale through into your cat-cow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold through, rippling through the spine. Good, and really driving it into that solar plexus. So taking the gaze up to that space above the navel. Exhale. So just envision that solar plexus the whole way through your practice. So beautiful yellow colour in your mind's eye. Keep flowing through your cat-cows. Beautiful. One more. Exhale. Good. Good. So we're going to come into a really nice transition where we step into our plank, but we're going to shift our weight back into child's pose when we're coming out of it. So we're not going to go too yang, but we're going to enter some yang energy. Okay. Tuck the feet under. Come up onto the balls of the feet. So we're now into our plank position. We're opening up that chest. We're rocking forward and back. So really lock into that tummy. Breathe. Good. And then come onto the knees and take a child's pose. Nice stretch. And just remind yourself that you are confident. You are capable. You are driven. So keep those affirmations going. Come slowly back up onto all fours. Tuck the feet under, back into plank. Shift the weight forward. Shift the weight back. Breathe in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Exhale out and come back onto the knees. Take that child's pose. Good. Take a moment here in your child's pose. Just taking some moment to breathe into this space. Good. And then we're going to shift forward. Tuck the feet under and come into a downward dog. Nice and slow. Take it slow. Roll through the feet. And just allow yourself to just walk through your feet and just warm up those hamstrings. Pushing down into the shoulders. So I don't mind if the knees are slightly bent. Yeah. Sinking down and taking the gaze up to the navel. Beautiful. Taking a few breaths here. We're going to take an inhale, take the right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest and just gently rock forward. Gently just drop the right foot down. So we're now in a lunge position. We're going to drop that back knee down. Coming into low lunge. Take the hands, place them onto the knees and push yourself up. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the heart center. Take some deep, nourishing breaths here. Always thinking of that solar plexus. Creating a little bit of yang here. So we're doing a bit of work. Take the left elbow, place it onto the outside of the right knee, and let's take a spinal twist. Gaze to the back of the room. Don't forget to use your Ujjayi breath. Keep focusing on that beautiful chakra. Slowly bring it back. Bring the hands down. Both hands should be on the outside, inside of the right foot. You can stay here, okay? You can just stay here in your lunge or lizard, or you can take it deeper. You can come onto the forearms and take that pose, opening out that inner thigh. Just be mindful if you're in this lizard pose, because you're going to feel it all in the inside thigh, the fascia. If you want to take it a little bit more, you can take the right hand, place it onto the right knee, and just tip onto the outside of your foot, opening up the hip. Hi, Sam.
You're way better at this live thing than me. I'm just focusing on falling over.
Ah, beautiful. Bring it back nice and slowly. We're going to take a hamstring stretch. So bring yourself up nice and gently. Come onto the heel. Now, get yourself and your root and the base of the spine centered. Now, if you're a little bit unflexible, you can bend that front knee and just bring the hands down by your right foot and relax over. If you want to take more of a hamstring stretch and you're able to do so, push the heel out a little bit more. Hands should be by the foot and you can relax down. Breathe into that space. Beautiful, slowly rise. Bring the hands up and draw that foot back. Coming into that lunge one more time. Place the hands down on the mat, ground yourself, tuck your back foot under. We're going to drive it back to downward dog. Let's take 5 Ujjayi breaths here. Deep Ujjayi. Gaze to the navel. One more. Inhale, left leg up high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest, rock yourself forward. Drop that foot down. We're in our lunge. We're going to drop that back knee down. Nice and slowly. Just be mindful of each transition. Push yourself up. Relax the back foot. Hand to the heart center. You can stay here, guys, if that's your limit. Okay? Or you can take the spinal twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee and taking the gaze behind you. When you're twisting, twist from the center. Don't use all that body weight. We're twisting from our bunda, our center. So you should feel it in the tummy, the digestive system. Really good for digestive system, by the way. Yeah. You're almost having a bit of a lymphatic drainage right here while we're doing it. If you're breathing properly, that is. Keep driving the breath. Really important not to lose the breath. If you do lose the breath, bring it back, but with no judgment on yourself. Beautiful. Slowly bring it back. Place those hands back down to the inside of the left foot. 3 variations of your lizard. You can either stay here, draw the chin to the chest, or you can bring yourself down onto the forearms, take it deeper, and just relax the head down. You want to take a little bit more stretch into the thigh, left hand onto the knee and rock it out.
Woo, woo, this one's tight.
Beautiful, guys. Just keep breathing. Slowly bring it back. You can take a few more breaths here in your lizard. Good work. Slowly bring yourself up. Take your hand all the way around. We're going to come into that beautiful hamstring stretch on the left side. So come onto the heel. You can have a soft knee or an extended knee, depending on your flexibility, guys. And then just allow yourself to take that fold. When you're breathing, just be so mindful. Good, release. Bring the foot back in a little bit. Get yourself ready, tuck the back foot under. We're going to drive it back to downward dog. Shift that weight onto the knees. Let's take a child's pose. Take a moment here just to take in what your body is telling you. Creating this stillness for yourself. You maybe want to take the stretch a little bit more into the shoulders, or you might want to place the hands in prayer and just place them to the back of the head. Beautiful, release and slowly bring yourself up to your kneeling. We're going to come into bound angle. Beautiful work, guys, well done. Soles of the feet together. So yeah, just be mindful of my knees bashing you. Bring the soles of the feet together. They don't need to be too in. We're going to keep them a little bit further away today, guys. Grab hold of your feet and just bounce the knees away. Opening up the hips.
I love this one.
It's one of my favourites.
Nice. It feels quite childlike and quite joyful.
It is.
It's nice.
Bound angle. You can do so much with bound angle pose.
It just shifts your energy, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, it really does. And like, how great does it feel when you've had a little bit of a practice afterwards? You're just a little bit looser.
Creating all this energy, and it's just quite joyful. And, yeah.
It is. It's such a nice pose. And you can either stay here or draw the feet in a little bit more if you want to. Draw the chin down, take a little mini fold, or you can take it even deeper and take the elbows to the outsides of the shins and then relax the head down. I mean, I wish I was that yogi that could get fully over, but I'm just not. It's all, our bodies are all different, and that's the thing, guys, you know, yoga is for everyone. I think this is what people get in their heads about. They think that you have to be so flexible and you have to be this and you have to be that. You don't have to be anything. Just get on the mat.
How many times have you heard, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga?
Every single time a person comes up to me, they say that.
And to me, that's like saying I'm too dirty to have a shower. That's why we're moving into these practices to slowly reach our edge, which is personal and individual as we are.
Yes.
And what one can do, another cannot.
Exactly.
And there's no judgment. It's just
there's no
beautiful.
judgment. And firstly, never judge yourself.
Yeah.
Because your body does not lie. Every posture is telling you a story about yourself. So when you're there and you're thinking, oh, I feel so tight there, or oh, this feels really uncomfortable, it's just what needs a little bit more love. That's all that it's telling you. It's just saying you need some love here.
Yeah, like when I said, oh, that's tight on the left side, but that's my feminine side in the hip. Now I've just been saying the last couple of days I've been in this kind of doing, very masculine, but maybe not from such an embodied place. So that's where it needs some love and some nurturing. So it always tells the story. It's incredible.
It does. Beautiful, guys. Bring your legs into a comfortable seated position. It doesn't have to be lotus. You can just be relaxed. We're going to just finish this little gorgeous movement all into the solar plexus. Thank yourself. We're going to finish the actual yoga practice with an Om, and then I'll let Daisy guide you through a few words. So let's take a nice deep inhalation all the way down to the diaphragm. And exhale. The divine teacher in me is the divine teacher in you. Om Shanti Namaste. Thank you, guys. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that. Daisy, I'll let you say a few words. You're welcome. You're welcome.
It was nice. I needed that. I wasn't feeling my... Well, no, that's weird. I was going to say I wasn't feeling my bubbly, self, but that is also myself. So,
yeah.
You know when people say, oh, I don't feel like myself? I'm like, well...
Every version is yourself.
We're all, we're all the things, right? It's just a different version of myself. Maybe one that I don't share so readily. The truth, the vulnerability, that overwhelm.
Yeah.
When we haven't got all our self together, I need to say another S word then. When we haven't got ourselves together, we feel that we need to hide that version of ourselves from fear of judgment or the kind of societal expectation, when actually we need more of that. So
I think we should show up on all sides, because then you're getting true authenticity. Truth is how we feel at this present moment. Like we were saying last night, we're in different stages in our bodies. Daisy's feeling in her autumn, I'm in my winter. And it's difficult as a woman to show up when we're feeling like this. And I just said, just be ourselves, just speak what we feel,
Gear change.
Totally. It's not always uppity, like everyone's not always on. It's not real. It doesn't exist. So.
But when we force ourselves into those boxes, that's when we then live through the feelings of failure. And it's almost like grieving process that, and it's all a creation of a wounded expectation, really, isn't it? And it's kind of like shedding those layers and stepping fully into your amazing, most beautiful, vulnerable truth, and sharing that. We need more of that.
Yeah, definitely. Because you want to see the person behind the Instagram or, the website, or whoever you're going to show up on the mat or ceremony, or... And you need to see them as who they are, the realness, and
But there's pressure, isn't there? For example, I've not long been back. Well, I think it's only 3 weeks now, but from the forests, from being with my beautiful little frog, deepening not only my own relationship but my skill set in offering Cambo as a medicine.
Amazing.
I'm very, very honoured to have been accepted into a teaching that is advanced but also traditional. So I'm now serving in resonance with the tribes in a traditional protocol, but also embarking on this journey with the Nadi system, which is also the chakra system as well. We have Nadis, both our male and female energies. All of us have it. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. We all have male and female within, and they spiral up through the body, all through the center column, like your central nervous system, should we say. But they cross over at each chakra point, and they spiral all the way up from root to crown. And it's these Nadi channels that carry the flow of energy into each chakra and equally out of it. So with this Nadi system and Kambo, wow, you experienced it, right?
What a magical experience, because just to give you a snippet of my experience that I had the honour of receiving from Daisy, you know, it not alone, it's not a purge, you have a conversation with the spirit, and also you feel elemental. So I had the element of air and earth, so very grounding, and also air going into that heart to sort of push out what no longer needed to be in that space. It was stagnant, it didn't need to be there anymore. So the purge was like an energetic purge. Let's say, you know, I was yawning, I was shaking it out, you know, and then going into a deep meditative state. It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever experienced plant medicine like that. You know, I've tried a few, and I'm very grateful for every experience, but this was another experience that I will put up there with, you know, just the most transformational, because I feel so balanced.
Kambo is more than just the purge. The purge is incredible. The purge can help us clear blockages energetically, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. But also there is a whole other way of meeting Kambo. Dry, without the purge. You still purge, so all those toxins that release from the organs, from the lymphatic system, are dumped into the lower intestine, so they cannot be reabsorbed by the body, and then you know, stay hydrated over the next following days to help your body continue to release that. But for me, I have found meeting Kambo in this way allowed me to have that deep, beautiful conversation with the frog that I just didn't know was there. Because the purge it's quite intense, over quite quickly. But this practice, about an hour and a half, and you just ride through the rhythms of the frog, the spirit, and then I use sacred geometry, the platonic solids, to bring in the elements of everything that we are and of what is, to help balance trauma, energy, everything that we are. So we didn't want to extinguish Tuesday's fire, because it's amazing, it's what makes Tuesday, you know, get out there, do it. But at the same time, it was coming from a bit of a wounded place. Still, there's some things lingering. I hope you don't mind me saying.
Not at all.
We all have it. So I wanted to ground and create safety in the solar plexus, not extinguish. And so that you're still driven and ambitious, but from this very safe, grounded, embodied place. And open your heart. And it's incredible to watch the elements move through somebody's body. So Tuesday was in her meditation with the frog. And I was just witnessing, holding the space and helping clear some energy and what have you. And just as soon as I put on the element of air, you were yawning, taking these deep, beautiful breaths, and it is just magic.
Amazing. I mean, you know, anyone who's going to obviously go and try anything like this, you know, this is, you know, it's a very, very big decision to make, I think, for anyone, whether you're going into anything, whether it's yoga or anything transformational, because it's all transformational and it's all healing. You know,
but you're choosing
you've got to
it,
choose
right?
it,
Yeah.
and then the medicine will guide you.
I think it's also important to be active in our healing as well. Even when we're sat with medicine, sit up, smile, you've chosen this, you're meeting the medicine, you are safe. And yeah, and I think being active in our healing rather than letting it be bestowed upon us is quite an important factor in this medicine path as well. Also, I've learned. And
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
So for anybody who would like to know more about Kambo, I'm here to answer your questions, and as well as mushrooms, cacao, and all the other beautiful medicines that I am so honoured to carry. And same with Tuesday.
Yeah, obviously, you know, yoga, but I also do lomi body work, which is
Phenomenal.
I mean, that's a whole different conversation. So we can go into that. People can message me if you want to know more about that. And it's a very healing massage. So, I mean, I don't even like saying massage because it's more than a massage. But
It's
yeah,
deep embodiment.
embodiment, and it's awakening that kundalini. So, you know, it's a powerful higher self.
I experienced it.
Yeah. So anyway, but we can answer those questions. Shall we pull a card?
pull a card, pick a card, any
Pull a
card.
card for you guys.
And then I will close in the most beautiful prayer.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Okay, I feel like just picking from the top deck today, so... Ooh, of course!
What's that?
Focus.
And that one. Focus.
The card of today is focus.
So that's a little bit about that mindful action and doing, isn't it?
100%. 100%.
Focus, don't rush into it, take a moment, assess it, move.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going to just read that quickly for everybody. Just a little short snippet.
The Cambo song's just come on.
Oh, of course it has. So it's time to draw your energies inward. Let go of all things that are unnecessary at this time. Focus your attention on the job ahead. Do what is in front of you. So no matter how small the task, a clear focus is required. Be mindful and stay present. Avoid looking back too far or too forward, for it's only true to stay present. And that the power is residing in the sacred journey marker, and you can all benefit from that. Your path is marked where it needs to be. So regroup and remind yourself of your goal, and then stay present at this time and do what is directly in front of you. One small thing at a time, step by step, and you will reach your destination. So there we go, solar plexus.
Embodied action.
There we go. I did not plan that card, guys. I really promise you I did not plan that card. So, there we go.
So, yeah, let's sit comfortably then. Bring that energy back into the center, back into your body. Enjoy all that beautiful energy you just created with yoga and breath, and just bathe in it for a moment before you go and share it to the outside world. And I'm going to close in prayer. This is a native Indian prayer, and it is about the wholeness and the oneness of everything that is. That's you, that's me, that is, yeah, anyway.
The universe.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just like, oh. So bring it into the heart center. All beings have the right to ask for life, health, happiness, and an open path. Health in the body, peace in the spirit, and love in the heart. It is that I wish for myself, for all my loved ones, and for all my brothers and sisters. Ahoy.
Aho. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us. Whoever dropped in, thank you. Really appreciate it. And
have a beautiful day.
Have a blessed day, guys.
Mindful embodied action, guys. Go out there, do it, but do it from the heart and while you're in your body.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful, blessed day. So much.
So much love.